Okay, what I was working on here is a Powermore 139cc engine. It happens to be on the Yardman. If you go and you take the model number off the deck of the mower here and look it up, they only sell a gasket kit for $56. If all you need is a head gasket, you can purchase it separately through Cub Cadet. This is the Cub Cadet part number 951-11555. As you can see, this one's missing a good chunk of it, and it was just pouring oil out of the bottom. Even though this does not say it, it's for this engine, it is a direct match. I purchased this for around 15 US dollars for the single gasket. Unfortunately, I didn't make any video disassembling the engine. It was pouring oil out the bottom, wasn't sure what was the major issue, and I was running short on time. So I did find it was the head gasket. Purchased one. I'll show you how to reassemble it here. I'm not particularly knowledgeable about these Powermore engines. They're pretty secretive on their parts and whatnot, so I'm just going to go what I believe is the correct specs that I found on the internet. I'm going to torque the head bolts to 50 foot-pounds. Okay, I did check the head for warpness, and I did clean it up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead, put this on there. And I believe it's 11 millimeter. Sorry, 12 millimeter. I'm going to put the bolts in there and just do them hand tight for now. Okay, give them a good snugging up. Going to go do this one. This one. Cross section there. Okay, get my torque wrench here. Okay, I torqued all those to about 42 foot-pounds. And they seem pretty tight, so I'm just going to leave them at that and put my push rods in there. Okay, now that I have our push rods in there, what I'm going to do is put the rocker arm on there. And we'll go ahead and adjust them. Okay, got them lined up there. So what I'm going to do, they're still pretty loose here. For the intake, I'm going to put it at 6/1000 of an inch, or 0.15 millimeters. And that'll be the top one. Your bottom one is the exhaust. And I'm going to put that at 0.08 of an inch, or 0.2 millimeter. So I'm going to rotate the engine. The exhaust valve is open, so that'll mean this is closed, and then I can go ahead and adjust that. Slip my feeler gauge in there. On a slight drag, what we're going to do is hold this with the 14 millimeter and then tighten up our 10 millimeter locking bolt. Should have said nut there. That looks good. Now I'll go and do the exhaust. I have the bail tied off, so I'm going to just turn the flywheel here. Now the intake valve is open, so our exhaust here is closed, and we'll set this down there. Looks good. Tighten up our old jam nut there. I'm going to rotate it around and then check it again. Next I'm going to put the carburetor on there with this isolation spacer. Okay, we'll hook our little spring in that tiny hole, throttle plate. And we'll turn and put our governor linkage on there. Slides in, and we'll hook our choke linkage up. Okay, put it in the choke there, and then I'll just slide our carburetor off a little bit and then get it in that hole. And then slide our carburetor back in. Now I'll connect the fuel line. I just jammed a bolt in there. Okay, I was ready to put the air box on, and there does not appear to be a gasket there. I think there should be. Look through my little gaskets that I have that might fit. No dice, so it ran before, so just gonna put it back on. Okay, little spacer fell out. Slide that in there. Put our nuts on there. Tighten them down. Okay, we'll put our valve cover on. Those bolts in. I'm going to go ahead and put our muffler on. Our heat shield on. And there are two nuts here. Place our spark plug, thread it in by hand. Make sure it's not cross-threaded, and then I'll put the wrench on it. We'll take our blower housing, put that on there, put our rewind on, and then go ahead and put the nuts on. Okay, last we'll put our little engine shroud on here and go and put our full cord on the handle. Got one bolt here on that. Tighten that up. Go ahead and put our screws in on the engine shroud. Then we'll connect the spark plug. Lastly, place our air filter here. Okay, just got done mowing the grass. Don't mow grass in flip-flops, and there's no oil leak.